Hey, Les Lethal people. So what I want to show you tonight is I have the HDB68 here, and I have the upgraded detent in here. I made this in a couple of different sizes. I want to put a tighter fitting one, so I made 1 through 5 and I numbered them. I have a number 2 in here right now. I'm going to put a number 4 inside of here. I saved you the headache of opening this side up just because I didn't want to waste time with the video and wasting all that extra time. So from here on in, now I already have this modified. I have it modified with the Home Defense 24 power kit. And right now what I'm going to do is just open this up for you guys. I'm going to move you over a little bit so you can see right here how I am going to switch the detent. So what I'm doing here is getting a little yellow cup just to put these little screws that are in here into the yellow cup. Now all of these screws are the same size, so you don't have to worry if you wind up mixing them up. It is not the end of the world. Sometimes they come out of here easily, and sometimes they don't, which I prefer when they do, but we don't always get that option. So yeah, if they don't and they stay in there like that a little bit, it's okay. And I didn't have any bad luck with the number 2 detent that I put in there, but I did notice I wanted to make the diameter of the hole a little tighter for the balls that are going in there. And I like this launcher. I don't love this launcher because sometimes certain heavy projectiles get jammed up in that loading gate, and that was before I modified it as well. It was when I had the stock detent in and with this detent. But I'm going to put a tighter detent in there, and I'm going to see what the story is with it. And these I'm going to leave in here, I think. These 3 screws remove the loading gate from in here. Now, this comes off very simply, and what's funny is it also removes the front portion of the barrel. That was another thing I was not too crazy about. I kind of wish that this was removable, but it's not, so beggars can't be choosers. This is our barrel. Barrel comes right out on its own. Okay. We have a few more screws here. Now the other night when I took this apart, I did take a picture of what all the guts inside look like. And you don't even have to go crazy removing the whole thing. Like I said, all these screws really are the same. Okay, now is where we go very, very slow, because if we're lucky enough, we can just kind of pop out the detent without actually let me just take that detent out, and we're going to put this detent back in there, right like so. And after we do that, we're gonna this, just like that. Very, very quick, very easily. Put the ball there for a minute. We have our screws, and then we're gonna put the marker back together. This marker is a bit of a pain in the neck. Unfortunately, some of the holes, put that in upside down. Could you imagine that? All right, so I'm gonna put that in. We don't gorilla arm any of these or make them ridiculously tight, because if we do, we're going to strip these screws. When I put the marker back together, I am not going to tighten all the nuts, or all the screws rather, in the clamshell in case I have to take it apart again and this detent is not good enough. But anyway, and if you want to know the truth and you want to really modify this easily, if you're doing it for HPA, you just got to replace the detent, then close it up and take this piece off right here and yank out your valve block. You don't have to touch any of this stuff if you're going to run HPA. If you're going to run CO2, you don't even need to take out the pin here. You could do that, change the detent, and just put the CO2 restrictor from Home Defense 24 in here. The pin size does not matter. A smaller pin does not matter. It doesn't make a difference. We've tested them numerous times over and over again. It doesn't even affect it a whole joule. It doesn't even do anything. So that pin is kind of bogus. But if you want full power and you're gonna run HPA, I wouldn't even put I wouldn't put anything from Home Defense 24, and I just replace the detent and pull out the valve block, and then you'll be able to put on your HPA. Oh, I made a boo-boo. I gotta take, let me see, is that the one that I put in there? Hang on. No, okay. I have to take that one out. That goes. Not this one here. That goes up here. Oops. One thing, my fingers are not as steady as they used to be. So that is the easiest way to change the detent on your, oh, that was right, it did go there. My bad. Screws are so tiny. I was very time consuming getting the clamshell off because it's just a pain in the neck to deal with it. I'm not going to make you sit through the whole clamshell thing either on this video, because that's really self-explanatory. It's like 12 little screws that just go in. So here's the back half of the clamshell. Let's put our, I made a boo-boo. I'm gonna have to take this apart again. You know why I have to take it apart again? Because I have to put this into there. Actually, I don't have to take it apart. I only have to take this piece off, which is yay for me. It's only these 3 little screws. Forgot to put my barrel in. That's the thing with these, you know, you could do them 100 times and it's easy to forget to put something in. So which is okay. We'll put the barrel in, and we put this in. Okay. Now I see we have an issue here. What is the issue? Our issue is this detent looks like it might be binding up. Let's see. Ooh, come on, you. Hey, you know what? So this is why we try these. Yeah, it should fit. It looks. See, it doesn't. Okay, so now we have an issue here. This is not going in 100%. Not the end of the world. Because we're not going to open it up all the way. We're going to just open it a little of the way. Okay. Now we're going to see. First off, let's clean it a little bit. And there we go. Okay, we're in. All right. Went in nicey nice. Let's hope it works. Then I will do a separate video chronographing and shooting these projectiles. From here, we'll see what we get. Remember, we don't want to gorilla ROM anything because we might be undoing it again in a few. Okay, fits perfect. But fitting perfect and working perfect are two different things. Not on yet. So now we are in, now we are good. Looks to be good. All right. So far, the best results I've seen with this launcher are the home wreckers. Now this fits right into, there's little things here that this locks right into place on, just like that. Okay, so now that's locked into place. Okay. The next, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna install the top half of the clamshell. I'm not gonna waste your time watching it. After it's done, I'm going to do another video on shooting it. Basically, the other half of the clamshell just goes over and we tighten up all the screws. I have them in the clamshell, so you don't have to worry. I'll show you right here. And it's just gonna go right on top. And we're just gonna screw it all in. No big deal. All right, guys, so I won't bore you with that. I'll catch you on the next video when we shoot it.